Hi, welcome to the Geekettes podcast / video review. So this is our video review of Gotham on Fox, which is a new show from, I guess, Batman or whatever.
DC.
Batman's DC's universe and stuff. So we're gonna be talking about it. Yeah, Gotham's on Fox, right, at 8, and it just started on Monday. So I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I always liked that world, Batman's universe, his supporting characters. I always found that interesting.
Jim Gordon is
definitely
character in the Gotham universe. I mean,
definitely
universe.
Jim Gordon, and you know, the police, the GCPD, and all that stuff, the police department of Gotham, and the criminals. And there's actually a comic book called Gotham Central, which I heard that from some people, from what I read, that it's pretty good, and I would like to find it. I don't think it's ongoing anymore.
And is it just focusing on the crime?
Like the show, but Batman is older and stuff, and he's going on as Batman. Like here on the show, it's more about when they were young and stuff, and Batman's young and Jim Gordon's young. Basically, yeah, it's about how the police department work and all that stuff, and how Jim Gordon is commissioner, and you have the Joker and stuff, and you don't really see Batman, I heard.
But anyways, I just, it was a little difficult to take, I guess, to introduce all those characters all at once.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't like. It
was just a little too much for me. I mean, it could have been like 1 or 2 in the pilot, but it was just like they were introducing everybody, and and the storyline is not as in like the universe. Almost they're changing up like a lot of things. Like Catwoman is a teenager here, and she sees them actually die. The parents of Bruce Wayne.
She never saw that from any of the comics.
Right?
I mean, I think she was always a thief in some comics variations.
Yeah,
when young thief.
But so I mean, I thought it was interesting in the show to to have her like see that, experience that. I guess that way she I guess to start building that connection between her and Bruce Wayne and stuff. But I wonder if they're gonna bring in the kid a lot more because of that.
Well, this is an alternate universe. This is just another aspect of Batman that's different.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. Like,
and you take it for what it is.
They're taking bits and pieces of different story comics and making their own like universe, because they also built a new character called Fish. What is it?
Fish Mooney. The Jada Pinkett Smith character.
Jada Pinkett Smith character, which, by the way, I did not know it was Jada Pinkett Smith all this time. Like, I'm like,
she looks a little different.
She looks way different. That doesn't even look like Jada Pinkett Smith. I was like,
not in the bad way. We're not saying that in the bad way.
No, she looked good. She looked good, but it just didn't look like the Jada Pinkett Smith I know and I've seen in other movies. And she looked like a completely different character, and I actually enjoyed that. To be able to see Jada Pinkett
over the top. I like that.
Over the top, really fierce character like that. It's just like it was fun. It was fun to watch her. It was like, oh man, she's beating on these guys. It's like, what is her weapon? A bat? Like even in the previews, like in the commercials, they show her like grabbing a bat or something. I'm like,
that's how we do it. Man.
I know.
Yeah, she was just pretty good. I mean, campy, over the top. I mean, you have to be like that for those type of shows and characters. And she was fun. She was pretty good.
Yeah, like you said, outlandish and all that stuff.
I was like outlandish. But it was fun. It was fun. You're supposed to be like that. You're like a mob kind of way. It was in this universe, it's a comic book universe, so And yeah, the aspect I didn't like you said, there's too many characters that they were trying to introduce, like, oh, here's Poison Ivy, who has a totally different name.
A little kid standing by the plant.
Loving the plants.
That was kind of funny.
That was kind of, I was laughing at that. But
like, why did you introduce that? Why did you have me standing by the plant, though? It's so obvious, right?
I understand they're trying to connect it, but I don't know. I think it was just too much. And I guess because they got nervous, they want people to watch the show and be like, ooh, I know that person. Ooh, I know the Penguin. Oh, I know. That's the Riddler who's working with the cops.
Weird.
So,
I thought Penguin, what's Penguin's real name again? I mean, I always forget.
Oswald.
Cobblepot.
Some
something. I thought his character was a bit creepy, and you know.
I actually liked the actor.
I liked him. He played really good too. Like I was like,
and
the characters are good. I just like I felt like just bringing them all together at once was just a little bit too much, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it happens in the comics, but they build up to it in the comics, right? Like,
yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah, they do, but yeah, I mean this. I hope when the next episodes come out, that I think they have 13 episodes, that they just layer it out better and just focus more on the mob and the cops and not like try to put more Easter eggs and stuff and it gets so convoluted and stuff like that. I don't, you know, that I didn't like. And also the dialogue, I thought it was pretty awful.
It was pretty dry. Or
it was campy and too like. It was awful, to be honest. Some of the stuff they said, I would actually end up laughing. The way they, I don't know.
I didn't feel the same way. I don't think it was completely awful, but it could.
Some of the stuff, not all of it, but some of the stuff I was kind of like, but not. It wasn't bad. It was just some of the stuff was like okay. A little bit.
You know, it's always weird when they start off with these like shows that you already know about. It's like, how do you know, talk about what you already know? So they changed a couple of things around with like the characters and how they get.
I like that they bring in Montoya. Remember
Montoya?
Oh, I remember from the animated series, the Batman animated series. I remember her, and I liked her in there. And I was always sad that Christopher Nolan didn't bring her back, like bring her in the Nolan universe, because you know she's the only Hispanic, like I think technically person in that universe, and I think, and she's a woman, of course, and she's also a lesbian, right? You said that she's in the comic books now. In the comic books,
she's a lesbian, and she has, I believe, a relationship with Batwoman, who is a lesbian.
Yeah, I know Batwoman was a
lesbian. But in the show, it almost made it seem like she had something going on with Jim Gordon's wife, Barbara. Or not his wife yet, his girlfriend. But
yeah,
that was a little.
That was like, oh, okay, that's different. You know, that's cool. Most of the time they don't do that. So
most of the time they don't do that, and I don't. Yeah, and I think that's great that you bring in all these elements. You have a diversity for one. Yeah. You know, and
then you know, it's just different people, walks of life, and that's great because hello, we are all different.
So I think for the first show, I think
I'm happy they bring her.
Yeah, I think they did. You know, they did a good job bringing her in, and you know.
I like Ben McKenzie too, as Jim Gordon, Detective Jim Gordon.
Was he in another cop show?
Yeah, he was. I remember him from the OC.
What else? He was in.
Yeah, he was Southland or something like that. It was another cop show.
But I was a big OC fan.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
I remember him being cutie. But anyways, he's a cutie. What I would really like to see is more backstory stuff, because that's always interesting.
I know some people don't like that aspect, like backstory, but I love that. Yeah, me too. I don't know.
They make the whole story, you know, come together. I just feel like backstories are important, and it would be interesting to see Jim Gordon's backstory, because I mean, before becoming a cop or what, you know, because he was in the military or something like that.
It sounded like he was in the military.
Well, at least the show says that he was in the military. I really don't know the backstory from in the comic world, but he was in the military. But I think that his character alone is almost conflicted, because he's a guy who wants to be good, but then he's in the cop arena, and they're like all bad. The cops are supposedly bad.
Yeah, and the guy that he works with, what the hell is his name?
I forgot his name.
Because he's also in the universe too.
His name is interesting.
And I remember him from the animated series as
Detective Harvey Bullock.
Yeah, Harvey Bullock. Yeah.
Bullock. And
I liked him too. Really good animated series. So.
And in the Nolan film, you get to see how Jim Gordon is not like, he says that he's not a rat. You know he's only the thing about Jim Gordon is that he's like the only honest cop, and that's why Batman trusts him. Yeah, but then again, he's allowing for these cops to do all these things, and he's not saying anything about it. But I feel like he's like,
what can he do though?
Like,
yeah, like how he didn't shoot the penguin. And
he didn't shoot the penguin. Later on, penguin kills somebody. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So the penguin becomes evil now.
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't that evil.
Total
before.
ass change. Like, alright.
Alright, yeah, sure. So I guess, I mean, I feel like the plot, I don't know if I'm correct, but it felt like it was all centered around trying to figure out who killed Bruce Wayne's parents.
Oh yeah. In the comic books, it was, I think, Joe Chill. In Nolan's movie, it was Joe Chill too.
Yeah.
But
what was their connection to? I guess they also kind of introduced Carmine, or what's his name?
Carmine Falcone.
Falcone, yeah. Which is the big crime lord in
mob lord
in Gotham.
Yeah.
So that was interesting too. So, and then Fish works for him.
Yeah, I think she works with him.
She's trying to take over.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of The Long Halloween.
It did.
Which, the comic book.
Yeah.
Which I really like that.
The Long Halloween, if you haven't
good.
read it, it's Batman. It's a graphic novel. It's actually one of the best. And yeah, it's definitely.
It's really good.
And the cops and the mobsters and crime lords and how they're trying to figure out who killed their family.
Yeah.
So I think
by the holidays.
So I think that this show is more. Gotham is a lot connected to what The Long Halloween is. Like I feel like you can connect it because it's about trying to figure out who the killer is.
Yeah.
The cops are trying to. Jim Gordon has a big role in this comic book, as well as Harvey Dent, who was the DA at the time, right?
Mm-hmm. I hope the show gets better. I think I'll still watch it. I like that world. I hope they focus more on the cops and the backstory of the mob.
I mean, I think it's tough because the here they come in and everybody knows this.
Yeah, and then you also don't have Batman. Batman's like really young,
and everybody's expecting to see Batman.
So
blah, blah, blah.
Let's see how this works.
I think it could get better.
Yeah,
I think it could get better. The pilot,
it was interesting.
As long as the fans stay faithful and
Well, they also gotta get better too, though. Can't
they
just
also
be the fans.
No, I know. I'm saying though that like if they feel like the fans are faithful, they might try to.
Yeah, if they get better, the fans will stay faithful. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm gonna keep on watching it.
I'm gonna keep on watching it, and plus I want to give a shout out to Victor Cruz, who was in the show, and it's just great because it shows how the diversity of the show, having Latinos, blacks, whites,
more diversity,
and we need more diversity in TV,
movies,
and films as well. So that was great seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing more episodes and seeing how this Gotham develops. And watching how Gordon, I guess maybe changes in that realm.
I hope he doesn't change a lot. Because the thing about his character, he's like the good cop, the good person. I mean, he does certain, but
yeah, but you can still see the good side of him, but also trying to convince them that he's bad.
That's true. You do want to get into the character of like what makes him tick.
So I want to see how I want to see how they push him because he's gonna end up having to do all these other things.
True.
So that he can seem faithful to the cops, to the dirty cops.
Yeah, and how far he would go.
Yeah. So I think that would be what keeps me glued to Gotham is to see how he develops.
True. And the big question: you think they're gonna bring the Joker?
Word.
Because
they need to bring in the Joker. But I think it needs to be towards the end,
because because I was
in there, but slowly. Don't just bring him in and not in character. But
because I wouldn't like the Joker being such an old man compared to Batman. What I like about the Dark Knight was that they were almost the same age. Yeah. And I like that because but if they're the same age, and the Joker will be a kid, and I don't know.
It'll just be weird.
And I don't know. If he's an old age guy, fine. It's just the way how they're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
If they do bring the Joker in.
And if they do bring the Joker in, I think that
if they don't, it's fine. It's
this
a hard
would be a great opportunity for them to make a whole story for the Joker. Remember, because a lot of people don't really know who the hell Joker is.
Yeah, especially
nobody really knows.
There's a good comic book you were talking about, The Killing Joke, which which is really good, and he has a multiple choice backstory, which they do in The Dark Knight as well.
Yeah, so
that's what made Heath Ledger's Joker really interesting too. That they kind of took that aspect from that graphic novel.
So they better bring in some really smooth writers for Joker if they're gonna bring him in. Just saying, because everybody's gonna be a pretty good actor, because everybody's gonna be waiting for that. Everybody,
they do bring him.
Yeah.